Okay, today we want to look at two different forms. First, we've already looked at slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So this is slope-intercept form. I use this a lot, SIF for slope-intercept form. And we also have standard form. And it's x plus or minus b, y equals c. Okay, this is standard. And all it is you're just moving this around. And when the A, B, and C, all they represent is real numbers, okay? A is the coefficient of X, B is the coefficient of Y, and C is just a number. So you might have like 3X plus 2Y equals 4, okay? This would be standard form of a function, a linear function. And we know it doesn't have an exponent greater than 1. It's just got plus. It doesn't have any square root or absolute value or anything like that. So it is a linear function. It's just in standard form. All right. We want to convert it or change it to slope-intercept form, and vice versa. So go back from one form to the other is what we're going to be doing today. All right. I have x plus 2y equals 6. All right. Now this is standard form. And I want to change it to slope-intercept form. All right. So what I'm trying to do, since slope-intercept form is the y equals mx plus b, I need to isolate the y to itself. So what you're going to do is you're always going to take the x and the number with it, the coefficient with it, which in this case is an invisible 1, and we're going to move it to the other side, all right? So we're going to have 2y equals 6, and when it goes to the other side, it does the opposite, right? So here it was a plus because there's nothing in front of it. So it's going to change to minus 1x. All right. And once we've done that, then all we need to do is get rid of the 2. The 2 is multiplying. So to get rid of it, you divide. So I need to divide the entire side, both terms, by 2. So I'm going to end up with having, this cancels out to 1. So 1y equals 6 divided by 2 is 3. And this is a negative 1, right? Negative 1 divided by 2. We're going to leave it as a fraction. All right? So now if I put this in proper slope-intercept form, we're going to put the x first with its coefficient, which is my slope. So my slope is negative 1/2. And then we have x, and then we have a positive 3. So plus 3, so my y-intercept is 3. Okay, so when you're doing slope-intercept form, you move the x to the other side, and then you divide by the coefficient of y. Okay, step 1 is move x to the other side. And then step 2, you're going to divide the other side, each term, by the coefficient of y. Okay. All right. X plus 8y equals negative 40. All right, so step 1, move the x to the other side. All right, so now we're going to have 8y equals, and what I always like to do is go ahead and put the x in front, because slope-intercept form, the x is in front, right? So we have 8y equals x, and you could put 1x, minus 40. Okay, so now we're going to divide by the coefficient of y. Okay, so we're dividing each term by the coefficient of y. So 8 divided by 8 is 1y. And then this is going to be your slope. So we're going to leave it 1 divided by 8. And then bring your x down. Minus 40 divided by 8. So minus 5. And that's our answer. Okay. Let's see. 3x minus 2y equals 0. And it's okay to have a 0 there. 0 is a number, just like 2 is a number. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is move the x and its coefficient to the other side. Go ahead and put it in front. So we still have negative 2y equals, it was plus over here, so it's going to be negative 3x and plus 0. Now, I don't have to write the plus 0 because 0 is nothing, right? And the only reason it's written here is because there's nothing else with it. So it's kind of like it's a placeholder. Okay? If there's nothing else on the side with it, you have to write the 0. Okay? All right, so now we're going to divide all terms by negative 2. So this becomes 1y equals negative 3 divided by negative 2 is positive 3 over 2x. And then 0 divided by negative 2 is 0. So we still have 0, so I'm going to leave that off. All that means is that my y-intercept is 0, right? Okay. Let's try here. 5x plus y equals 7. So we're going to bring the 5x over. So y equals negative 5x plus 7. So y is by itself, so I'm done. I don't have to divide by 1 because that doesn't change anything, right? What if I had, if they gave me the slope-intercept form of y equals 4? Well, there's no x, there's nothing else. In fact, this is just you leave it like this because it's a horizontal line. Okay? What if I had x equals 3? Well, I would leave it like that because that's a vertical line. Okay? This doesn't have an x and this doesn't have a y. All right, so this is horizontal line that crosses at 4. And this is a vertical line that crosses at 3. Okay? I do want to mention, we didn't have any examples of any of them there, but what if I had negative 2x minus y equals 4? What if I had that? Well, you would do the same thing. The minus 2x is going to come to the other side. I'm left with negative y equals, instead of minus 2x, it became positive 2x, and then bring down your 4. All right? Now, I don't want it negative y equals. I want it positive y. So I need to divide by negative 1. And if you divide anything by a negative 1, it becomes its opposite. right? Okay, so I just wanted to show you that you do the same steps when it's a negative, all right? Okay, now let's look vice versa. Wonder if we have a slope-intercept form, and I want to change it to standard, okay? If I want to change this to standard. All right, so standard is you've got x and y on one side and number on the other, right? And there's no fractions in a standard. So I'm going to move this around, and we're going to have, and I like to have a positive x. So I want to move it around and make it into a standard, all right? So I've got a positive x, so I'm going to leave him there, and I'm just going to swap places with these two. They're going to swap sides. And remember, when you swap sides, they do the opposite. So I'm going to end up with 1 equals 4 over 5x minus y. Now, I don't like fractions in a standard form, so to get rid of the fraction, I'm going to multiply the whole problem by the denominator, okay? So that's going to give me 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 4/5, that cancels out the denominator and leaves the numerator. And 5 times negative y is negative 5y. All right, so there's our standard form. Okay, let's do another. Standard forms, converting to standard forms a little bit different, but it's not anything big. Y equals 5 over 3x plus 1. So again, my x is positive, so I'm just going to swap places with these two. So negative 1 equals 5 over 3x minus y. Get rid of my fraction by multiplying by my denominator. So we get negative 3 equals 5x minus 3y. So you got standard form. Okay. Let's see. What if I have y equals negative 5 over 6x? Say, well, if I move this x over here with the y, I get 5 over 6x plus y equals, nothing's left over here. So remember how I said 0 can be a placeholder if nothing's there? So you're going to put 0. So now get rid of your fraction, multiply by your denominator. So you're going to have, that cancels out, 5x plus 6y equals 0. And that would be standard form. We'll do one more. Let's say that y equals 3x minus 2. Okay, I'm going to swap sides, and I'm going to have 2 equals 3x minus y. That would be it. What if I had y equals negative 2x plus 4? All right, I can just take this negative, move it over here with a y. 2x plus y equals 4. All right, so if the x is negative, it's easier just to move it, because swapping the y and the number will make a whole bunch of negatives. Okay, so like if you have y equals negative 2/3 x minus 2, just bring this over here, so you have x and y on the same side, right? So 2/3 x plus y equals negative 2. Multiply by your denominator to to get ready for fraction. So you get 2x plus 3y equals -6. Okay? All right, so for your work, your classwork and your individual practice, you're going to be doing both of them. Converting from standard to slope-intercept and from slope-intercept to standard. Okay? This one, you're going to be doing a lot of, because you have to know how to do this one to put it in your graphing calculator. All right? This is a type that they give you as a formal problem on standardized test. They might give you a picture of a graph of a line, and they'll say which one is it, and they have all your choices in standard form. So it's easy to write an equation in slope-intercept, but you need to know how to change that to its standard form, because your answer's in standard form. So you would just swap places, and you'd have -2 equals 3x minus y. And that would be one of your choices. Okay. So there's a reason you need to know how to move them back and forth. All right. Do your practice, and I'll check back with you. This is Friday's video. Oh Lord, I hope y'all please do this. I know it's virtual day, but please do this. I tell you what, Monday when you come in, especially my face-to-face kids, when you come in Monday, you can guarantee I'm gonna give y'all a few questions, make sure that you did this, okay? All right, thanks y'all.